Exit. What's good with y'all, man? Hoping everybody's well. Question of the day: who's ready to be disturbed? Right? Disturbia, as per usual. Y'all know what time it is when y'all see me on this channel. You know what I mean? Well, today we have 2 videos from Virtual Ventures. Right? We have disturbing unsolved mysteries that are still unsolved today. You know what I mean? There is a twist though. There's a plot twist, right? Second segment of this will be disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit users. Yo, you know, I've heard Reddit has some good to it, right? It's been some time when I've been hearing a whole lot of yeah, like distasteful opinions or POVs about Reddit, especially from, you know, the crowd that's not so young. You feel me? So, you know, everything that's just attached to young energy, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for you to just latch it onto degeneracy. At first impression. If you're young out there, I don't mean to say you're degenerate by default, but I don't know, man, maybe you are. Alright, let's get into these mysteries, man. Let's check it out.
The dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing and keep on living. So it's back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. Yeah, fat lady sings and see the writing on the walls. Most disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit users.
Until it's over. Still kicking it with my boy Visual Ventures. Yo, quit all that crying. Quit all that crying. Quit all that yapping. Quit all that complaining and shit like that. I'm here, baby. What's good? Good to see you. Once again, good to see you. You know, I gotta... You know what I'm saying? What's good? XIIX. That's, you know, that's that XIIX that you be seeing on my thumbnails and things like that. You know what I mean? That's the logo. That's the representation. XICVICXN, which is XICV is 96 in Roman numerals, and then ICXN is like icon, but without the O. Right, just put the X with the O is like 96 icon. So in short, that's XIIX. Ooh. Right, there's a little logo. You know what I'm saying? A little brandation. No brandation. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So that's 96 icon. That's like that 96 from Phrase 96. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we here, baby. Most disturbing mystery solved by Reddit users. Let's get it. I don't even know why I told you.
For a website with 1.6 billion visits, disturbing people is not something rare. But this case is worse than anything I've seen before.
They arrested a 37-year-old man from Roy.
Why?
He faces charges.
Why?
Reddit users immediately started speculating as to what the odd scene depicts. So, is the map showing a murder?
Some criminal cases seemed unsolvable. There were no clues, witnesses, or suspects. Then people on Reddit started digging, and sometimes the truth...
You know, baby. I mean, you know, the internet has, you know, it goes through its moments where it has its doubters, you know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, dead internet theory, this, that, and the third. Is anything on the internet even real? See what I'm saying? Like, you know, it has its doubters, it has its people that's like, yo, nothing on the internet is real. But then there are those, you know, positive effects of it. See what I'm saying? Where it's like, yo, it's real cases where real people, you know, come together that are that prove to be more intelligent than qualified professionals who are qualified to play these roles professionally. You know what I'm saying? In terms of their mentality. And these are just Reddit users. You know what I'm saying? They can put their minds to the best use. You feel what I mean? So the internet is not all bad, man. Let's hear what happened though.
was darker than anyone thought. These are the most disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit users.
Let's hear them,
we'll
bro.
begin with the less disturbing ones and work our way to the worst.
Let's get
Thank
it.
you guys for being here. Make sure you guys subscribe because it allows us to keep pushing forward, and I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm Visual Venture and you are awesome.
Thank you.
The mystery of the evil farm.
Evil farm.
For years, gamers on Reddit
Oh, that's the least creepiest. Because we're going from least to most.
searched for a missing game. Many people remembered playing it, but no one remembered its name. It became one of Reddit's biggest unsolved gaming mysteries, and one day the truth finally came out, and the answer shocked everyone. The mystery began on a subreddit called Tip of My Joystick. It's a place where people describe
pause as fuck, gang. Tip of my joystick. Wait, is this some not safe for work type bullshit? I don't know. Just damn, just that Reddit page, man. Damn. Yo, easy, gang.
Games they can't remember. Then other users helped them identify the game. In April 2016, a user named Sparta213 made a post. He said he was searching for a disturbing game set on a farm. In the game, the main character lived with his wife. One day, they got into a fight. Things escalated, and in a moment of anger, the main character ended his wife. That's when the real—
So wait, the name of the game wasn't even published. Like, did people know the name of the game though?
Gameplay began. Players were supposed to hide the body, run the farm, and keep the town from finding out. According to Sparta213, this was a real game. But he couldn't remember the game's title, so he wanted Reddit to help him find it. Redditors were curious. They searched through every farming game they could find.
Redditors jumped in, postulating that it could potentially be a Flash game, an old farming sim named Scapeland, or even a top-down RPG named Wild Season.
But
yo, and another thing, right? Like, when it comes to the gaming industry, right? Like, isn't there some sort of regulatory board that like tests the games? You know what I'm saying? Because clearly this game was like brain kill. Forget brain rot, forget brain fry. Bro, this was brain kill. It kills the psychology, it kills the, you know, because it desensitizes you to situations like this. You might just go through situations where you gotta hide a body in real life, you know what I'm saying, and you remember how you did it in that one game, and then you know what I'm saying. I feel like this is how games contribute to just how it shapes people's realities, like most people's realities, especially the game obsessed pocket of people, you know what I'm saying. So I'm asking, like, isn't there some sort of like regulatory board that like tests the games out, you know, seeing it's, you know, testing out the psychological effects, doing things like that, right? Scientifically just going through the effects, bro, that these games get. Because this one clearly, bro, was just like maybe some wild game developer that was like, yo, I'll do this and nobody's gonna tell me I can't, and just, you know, drop the game, not even drop the name of the game, you know, didn't have like some sort of title or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Because now, why would people not even remember the game itself? Why would they not remember the name? See what I'm saying? Kind of strange, man. Drop the comments what you think of that.
Sparta213 ruled them all out. Everyone ran out of guesses. Months passed, then years, and the mystery just sat there. But one day, something changed. Other people started remembering the same game. 2 years later, a different user asked a very similar question. He said he was trying to find an old farming game. He described it as a game where you end your wife and then you try and pretend you never ended her. And that was the whole game. Keep farming and make sure no one finds out you killed her. He believed he played it on his computer in 2006. Then he upgraded his PC and the game disappeared. Now he couldn't even remember the title. The details matched Sparta213's story exactly. Again, Reddit tried to find it. They guessed every farming game they could think of. And again, every guess was wrong.
Gleaner Heights? Moirai? Lakeview Cabin? Unfortunately, at least according to the OP, none of these are it.
Days later, another user claimed they remember playing the farming game too. Then another and another. Over the next few months, dozens remembered playing the same game. They remembered—
But all of them got amnesia. Like, what is this, yo? Nah, what is it? Okay, look. This is one of the things that I could believe, you know what I'm saying? Could be some version of the dead internet theory. Come on, bro. How does everybody— Nah. These might have been bots that like gathered in one spot to maybe try and you know, validate one person's experience. That, you know what I'm saying, that may have been real. That one person's experience may have been, but these bots may have been sent, quote unquote, I don't know, to come validate this for some reason, because they somehow like tracked him, they framing him, they targeting him for some reason. You know what I mean? But they like, yeah, let's validate. And all these accounts that are like, yeah, oh, I remember the game, I just come, they're sent to echo this guy's psychological projection. Like, yo, there was a game that I've played once, I cannot remember the name, help me find it. And everybody's like, yeah, you're right, yeah, oh my god. And now imagine all those accounts are not even real, bro. That's all I can see right now with this kind of situation, right? So crazy. All right, let's see how
the farm, the crime, hiding the secret, but for some bizarre reason, none of them could remember the title. By now, Redditors were convinced the game was real. There were too many matching memories, but no one could find a single copy. What began as a normal search was now a full investigation. Users created a new subreddit. They called it That Evil Farming Game. Its mission was simple: identify the game and prove it was real. Users listed every tiny detail anyone remembered. They checked old game websites. They searched Twitter, Discord, and every platform they could. They contacted indie developers, some even searched the dark web. The mystery consumed them. One user spent 14 hours a day chasing leads, but no matter how hard they looked, the game never showed up. Just when everyone was about to give up, someone found a shocking clue, and the entire mystery unraveled. In June 2021, a user named PM Me Your Ears found an old live stream. The video was recorded long before the mystery game was ever mentioned on Reddit. This was an important piece of information. In the stream, the host jokingly made up a game.
Midway in the game, you have an argument with your wife and you accidentally kill her. You gotta manage your farm, you know, raise your chickens and milk the cows. You also gotta like hide the body from the cops sometimes.
The details were identical to the
bro, and that's a game. That's a game. Oh no, bro, hold on, man. Bro, isn't this game? Isn't this why people like D4VD found it? Because he was a gamer too. Maybe this was why he was found it justifiable to do what he did. Because there's things like games like this, you know what I'm saying? That like make these kind of things, you know, normal in a kid's mind, and you gotta understand it's a game, so it's something that a kid latches onto. Bro, do your homework on D4VD, bro. You know, he was a gamer. He did all the. He probably came across this game, and that reinforced like his whole imagination into what ended up like influencing him in doing what he did. And I'm not even taking light of any of this kind of situation, bro. These games that have these sort of like storylines and like, you know what I'm saying? Plots. These games are crazy, bro.
Missing farm game. PM Me Your Ears thought the live stream had to
and
be
I'm not
connected.
only coming at the gaming people, specifically, like a whole bunch of these industries they have, like, especially music, movies, all of that, right? But yo, games, bro, damn. Like, I'm not a gamer, right? So obviously this is like, it's hitting me like, damn. To you, I mean, you may be a gamer, you know, you may be like, what? This is regular, bro. This is like literally games where people, you know, you become, you know, serial killers. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Well, you become a serial killer, and like with every kill, it's like you increase your points, and you know, increase your aura, whatever, dog.
So we shared it with Sparta213 and asked if he knew the streamer. Remember, Sparta213 was the first to mention the farming game on Reddit. Sparta took one look and knew right away. He used to fall asleep watching that exact streamer years ago. The truth about the game was finally clear. Sparta imagined the entire game. This is what happened. One night in 2016, he watched that live stream. The streamer joked about making a game about a farmer who tries to get away with ending his wife. It was just a joke. Sparta eventually...
so that game was imagined, and then people playing a game that maybe had a storyline that involves that imagination, but it's not the game itself. People play that game, they think that's the game itself.
Fell asleep. The next morning, he kept thinking about a farming game with a murder plot.
What?
Except he believed it was a real game that he used to play. His mind took the streamer's joke and treated it like a real memory. So he asked Reddit to help him find the game. And for the next 5 years, thousands scrambled to find a game that did not exist. And just like that, the mystery was solved. But one question remained. If the game didn't exist, why did so many other people remember the
Clearly dead internet.
same fake game?
Clearly
the answer was the Mandela effect. It happens when people collectively misremember events. In other words, people saw others remembering the game, and they started imagining themselves playing it too. With the mystery finally solved, the subreddit was abandoned. Today, the mystery is remembered as one of the biggest accidental hoaxes.
No, bro, like I feel like, okay, like, yeah, Visual Venture, you mentioning it, but yo, you gotta be able to deliberate even more, right? Deeper, right? Like I feel like, yo, the Mandela effect, then if that's what it is, it's the whole maybe thing where, to just put it in a realer sense, you play a game that does involve you killing somebody, right? Offing your wife, and now you're in a farm, you know what I mean? Like maybe let's say you're the one that dreamt the game, right? You dreamt that one, killing your wife, da 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 da. And then now you wake up, you're like, oh man, there's this game that I played, bro. I'm this farmer, you know what I mean? And then I murdered my wife, and then now the whole plot, like I gotta just like hide that and be as regular as possible while investigators come hit me up, da da da. Like there's that game, man. Like anybody remember it? And you know, I'm trying to recall the game, for example, right? You are also a gamer, and you've played a game that involves somebody doing, you know, similar thing, but it's not maybe necessarily a farmer. You're probably a hunter, you know what I'm saying? You hunt whatever, and then you're moving with your partner. Maybe this partner was you know, a woman of yours, a girl, you know what I'm saying, your girl, whatever. And then you're a hunter, you know what I'm saying? And then there's this girl that you go out, like in the game, something like that, and then y'all partner up, like something like maybe Chained Together. You may take Chained Together as some, like, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this game where I was like farming for you know, a way out, and I was chained with this lady that I was going with, and like I accidentally like murdered her. And then now you see, Chained Together, that's not the plot of the game, but maybe let's say, like, I don't know, you create some sort of side mission where now you gotta maybe hide this body. I don't know. Maybe it's not necessarily Chained Together that you're playing, but a game that's sort of like that. Now you're hiding the body. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, like investigators within that game are now looking for the body. But that was not the thing, the main point of the game. The main point was maybe to escape from something. But then you recall that game, and then you're like, oh yeah, that game. And you didn't get the title of that game. So now you also like, oh, maybe you're assuming that maybe I'm talking about that game. You see what I'm saying? And then it might seem like we're talking about the same game when we're not. Like it's maybe like, and this kind of situation happens with regular people, regular conversation. We may not be understanding one another, but there are enough agreeing points, like points of similarity, that it may seem like we're talking about one thing, but we may be talking about something else. Whereas, you know, within that same dynamic, a third person may look and spot where we may be differing, but thinking that we're talking about the same thing, and be like, bro, y'all not even talking about the same thing. The guy that you're mentioning, that you're saying like passed out hard, and, you know, passed out from drinking a little too hard and slept on his own vomit, right? It's not the same guy that he's talking about, because you're talking about the guy when we were at an amusement park and he got so dizzy he vomited, and he actually dove into his vomit. You know what I'm saying? And then now y'all laughing, oh yeah, that one guy that, you know, kissed his vomit. Oh yeah, that one. No, you're not talking about the same one, right? That sort of effect. It's like, yo, y'all may have assumed y'all talking about the same thing, y'all wasn't. That's how I think maybe it probably goes, right?
In internet history.
Yeah.
For 5 years, that fake game spread across the internet. And even after the truth came out, it's still out there. That's how the internet works. When something's online, it never really goes away. Your personal information works the same way. A few years back, someone found my old personal details online and used them to threaten me. I tried deleting my online data myself, but hundreds of these websites are also legally required to remove your data if you request it. But as I've already tried, doing it manually is basically impossible. That's where today's sponsor information becomes a bank account. You have already August 31st, 2004, and waking up one day and not.
It's like I can spot these guys, you know, sponsorship transitions from a mile away.
Or.com/VV for a 14-day free trial. That gives Aura enough time to find out if your personal data is already being sold online. Yeah. Imagine waking up one day and not knowing a Burger King in Georgia. He was lying on the ground next to.
Wait, what?
The mystery of the Burger King man.
Burger King man.
On August 31st, 2004, a man woke up outside.
Okay, wait. Before we get into that, y'all know my little quick moment of silence for